Welcome. Is it working? We'll try that again. There we go. Welcome to Marion County's awards program. We're so excited you are here tonight. It is a night to celebrate our student athletes. They are representing our school in wonderful ways. Today, each one of them do their thing, whether it's in the classroom or it is on some activity in some field. This year, some great things happened. We co-opted for football with North Shelby. Ryan Wood told me one time, he says, it's kind of hard to put on something that says North Shelby Raiders, and it was, but it was a great thing for the kids that participated, and they really represented Marion County well. Also, junior high softball was something added new. And so with that, I'm going to let this get started. As you will notice from the back of the program is the order of things. Our junior high track kids participated at Kirchfield today, and Erin Wright is on her way back. Her ETA is 6:27, so we're going to move her to the very bottom so that she can still do it today. And we'll start with junior high softball, Erin Cunningham.
Okay, if you played junior high softball, come down, please. Because I know I shouldn't have everybody, because some of them are at track. What? When we're done, have them take a picture. Got it. Hey, everybody, don't forget, when we get done, you got to take a picture, okay? When you get done, you got to take a picture. First, thank everyone for coming tonight, and then if you didn't know, since we co-opted with football this year, we got to get a new sport, and that was junior high softball. And we had just enough. I had 9 players. I had 5 6th graders, 1 7th grader, and 3 8th graders. So we had just enough for a team. And it was very much a learning year. I think we got in 6 games this year. I mean, yeah, we started kind of rough, but we learned a lot. They did. They got better and better with each game, so I was very, very proud of the girls. They did. We did so much better after each game. Of course, our very first game, we went and played a team that was way bigger than us. Like the first 3 batters bunted, they had on the wristbands to call signs, and we were like, just hit the ball. That's all I want, hit the ball. But like I said, so it was great to be able to start, and so hopefully with the junior high program, that'll help our high school program in the future. But for 6 games and only 9 players, they did fabulous. I was very happy. And so our players were Zoe Bach, Avery Wood, Sarah Luckett, Sailor Wood, and Kinsley Schaefer. I know both Keller and Kimber are doing track right now, and and Elizabeth Wright and Lexus Huff, they're all at track, I believe, tonight. But again, for the first year, I thought we did great. So hopefully that all my younger ones will come back and play again next year, and we'll just keep getting better and better. Thanks, girls. I don't know who's taking it. Oh, up there. Picture's up there. Next, varsity softball.
All right, if you played varsity softball, come on down. while they're walking down here, hopefully being quiet, I'm going to thank a few people, take a little bit of time to do that. I didn't do that last year, and I should have. One person, and this isn't in any particular order, just in my mind, definitely want to thank Erica Goodwin for taking stats for me this year, because without her, I'm lost, and she keeps me in line, which is nice. She does that. Doesn't even have a kid playing, just comes and does it, and I appreciate that a lot. She does a really good job at that. Secondly, I want to thank Mrs. Shuck for getting the umpires to the games, getting our schedule done. That's a long, long job that takes a lot of hours, and she does that. I appreciate that. Next, I want to thank Brian, Nicole, Schaefer, and Peyton Hayes for doing team reach for me this year. I do use those stats, and I can't do that on the field myself. I can barely coach, so I appreciate that they do that. And then last, I want to thank Mrs. Cunningham, Coach Cunningham, for being the assistant coach this year. I was really excited to get her on as assistant because she knows softball a lot more than I do. When I told Mrs. O'Brien when she hired me, I said, I'll do my best, but I'm not really a softball coach, but I'll do my best. But Coach Cunningham is, and I told the girls they'd come up and ask me a question. I'm like, just go ask Coach Cunningham. She'll probably know the answer better than I do. So I really appreciated her. I thought we had a really good team together, coaching the girls, both for softball things and for life things as well. So I just wanted to thank them. So getting into the season, we were 5-9 this year, so that doesn't sound like we were real great, but we actually played really well. We had a really good improvement from the year before to this year. Out of those 9 losses, we only got 10-run ruled twice, and we got 10-run ruled a lot more the year before. My favorite game this year was the very first game that we played. We went down and played a good team in Clopton. We were winning that game 1-0 going into the 5th inning, and they're a good team. And their coach was angry. He was yelling at his girls for losing to Old Podunk, Marion County. We did end up losing the game 4-1, but that started the season off, and the girls kind of started realizing that they could compete. And we did compete with some really good teams, and so that was my favorite memory of the year, by far, for sure. So getting into the awards tonight, every girl that's standing in front of you lettered in softball this year, whether they were a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. Every girl played enough innings to letter. So when I call their names, I'm going to have them come up and get their certificate. Some of them will get a bar only, because they've already gotten a letter. Some of them will get a bar and a pen, and some of them will get a bar, a pen, and a letter, just depending on who they are. So when I call your name, please come up and get your certificate. Maya Bach. Kennedy Hathaway. Jada Worrell. Kaylee Schaefer. Desiree Bowden. Alyssa Byers. Kaylin Dow. Abby Wright. Aspen Cheney. Maddie Cunningham. Julia Wood. Caroline Mormon. Kara Smith. And Anna Luckett. So I give out 2 awards. I give out the Offensive Player of the Year and the Defensive Player of the Year. If you were here last year, you probably won't remember, but when I discussed these 2 awards, the 2 that were competing for that was my catcher and my main pitcher, which was Kennedy and Sam Kindheart. And the same exact thing happened again this year. I had my main pitcher and my catcher competing for this the entire year, for the Offensive Player of the Year and the Defensive Player of the Year. And I don't talk stats with the kids at all. I don't let them know that I'm looking at that stuff, but I watched it, and it was competitive from the first game all the way to the end. In the offensive player, there were 0.17 of a point that separated the 2, and in the defensive player, there was 0.12 of a point that separated the 2. On the defensive side, it was Kennedy and Abby, and they had 120 chances to make an error, and each of them made one on the entire season. And that's really good when you consider that your two players that touch the ball more than anybody else makes the least amount of errors on the team. That's something, and it's a good standard to set. So this year, the Defensive Player of the Year goes to Abby Wright. And the Offensive Player of the Year goes to Kennedy Hathaway. So I won't take any more of your time except for I do want to thank the seniors. It was a great year. I'm going to miss all four of you. You guys, I know you're always going to do fine in your life because of the way that you led this team, both on the field and in the dugout. Kara, I can't say enough about you for doing that. Kara's a senior. She had freshmen and sophomores both starting over her, and I never heard her complain about that one time. And that's leadership. She could have complained, but she didn't, and she led in the dugout. She had the girls paying attention, and they were having fun though too, and I appreciated that. And all four of these girls led. We have practice with me not working at the school. We had to have practice in the morning, and it was anywhere from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6:30. They showed up every time. They were always there, mostly not complaining about having to get up that early, but they really did a good job in leading the team, and were there to pick up the bases and all the things. And there's a lot of big shoes to fill there. But I look forward to next year. I look forward to this summer. We're getting ready to start summer ball, and I look forward to where we're going to go. So with that, thank you for this evening. Get there, get pictures.
Hi, I'm Coach Quay Plunkett. Could I have my junior high football boys come down here? We only got 2 of them here, but we did have 4 total. It was a really fun season being able to co-op with North Shelby in football this year, something new that hasn't really happened in Marion County in a while, or ever, I think. But I was on the varsity staff, unfortunately, but I did start out on junior high with these guys, and I heard from the North Shelby coaches that they improved drastically every day from the first practice to the last. So it was a really fun year, and I hope we get to improve our numbers throughout the years. So I'm going to hand out awards here. Gage Reger and Anderson Stewart. Can I have varsity football please step down? So again, it was a first year for football. I think first year for these guys ever getting to play, but it was awesome to be able to practice with them all the time, running sprints with them, trying to race them and everything. But it's a fun group, and these guys are young. They'll be able to keep playing, and I think they really enjoyed it, and I hope we get to improve our numbers still. Wyatt. I'm glad Wyatt showed up because as a senior, being the first time he's ever played football, going to North Shelby where he's played against them for 3 years, it was probably tough on him. And he didn't complain once. He kept working, getting hard until he finally got to get in that game, get a tackle for loss, I believe. And did you get a strip? You forced a fumble? Yeah, he forced a fumble too. So it was awesome. It was really exciting to see. So if I call your name, please come get your certificate. Gage Van Zant. And Wyatt Tooley. All right, thank you guys. Oh, did you?
If you are in junior high girls basketball, please come down. Except for you and you and you. No, you. Miss Painter. Thank you for everyone being here tonight, and I wanted to, this is the junior high girls basketball team. First thing, I want to thank the parents again for making sure that they came and make sure they got picked up and all the things that parents have to do to make programs happen. Thank you very much. It's an important thing. The other thing I'd like to say is thank you to Aaron Cunningham and Erica Goodwin for all their help, because it's a tremendous job to do that, keep the clock and keep the book. We've been to places where they didn't have such great bookkeepers and stuff, so it's a big deal. Anyway, appreciate that very much, Aaron. Thank you. On to the team. We had a pretty good year. We got better throughout the year. If you see these girls, they've grown a little bit since the last time I saw them. That's good. They were a pretty short, spunky bunch for the most part, but then we got Sailor moved in. She's got a little height on her, but they're catching you. So anyway, it was a wonderful year. They got better throughout with every game and every season. It seemed like as the season went on, they worked hard. The biggest thing I remember, one of the biggest things I remember, was Zoe. Zoe came in, and can I make fun of you? I'm going to make a little fun of her in good jest. She couldn't shoot a lick. She came in, and she was trying, and she was all off. I'm going to tell you, every day after the first practice, she started working on her one-handed shot, whatever. I think her dad was bribing her with money, but I'm not sure. But anyway, she started practicing. And I come in, and she did this basket every time, and she was not messing around. And she finally knocked down some shots. They gave me some. I remember late in the year, she knocked down a couple shots. I was really excited. To me, that's what it's all about, is some kid getting better. In this case, Zoe, who came in, and she just got better. Anyway, we had a lot of tremendous games this year, and a couple tough losses. We learned a lot. I'm excited about this group because I feel like they've got their potential is, I don't know where their potential is at, and that's a good thing because I don't see a ceiling right now, but they have a chance to be pretty good. And I hope they keep working at it, because to be good at it, you have to work at it. You have to be like Zoe, but do it in the off season now. But anyway, before I introduce them, I want to thank Brooklyn. Thank you. She came in and helped. Brooklyn Boehner came in and helped when Elena, her sister, I think it was, maybe, or Jalen, one of the girls couldn't come. I appreciate that very much. She came in and helped us manage. So thank you. All right. I didn't like to name off some people here. When I call your name, come up and get your award. First, Elena Boehner. Here, Elena. Elena's been managing now for a few years, and she does a good job. Jalen Brown, is she here? I didn't see Jalen. Jalen also helped out. I believe Kimber's gone. Kimber O'Brien, she's an 8th grader this year. I think Elizabeth Wright's gone too, is that correct? And Keller, is that correct? Avery Hudson? Track, okay. Those girls are all gone to track. All big part of the program right there, those girls. Anyway, without further ado, I just go ahead and call out these players. First one is Zoe Bach. Got a little concerned when I'm pretty sure someone like maybe Dad was offering her treats or vacations or money to make threes because she was chucking them up at the end. Man, it was great. I loved it so much. Anyway, another player that has gotten better every year, and this player I like. I'm a scrappy lover. I love scrappy players, the people that get on the floor, the people that get floor burns, the people that may not be, and may be, but could be, that they're always on the floor making plays. And so Kinsley Schaefer is the best boxer out I've had in my life. I've tried for 30 years. 30, I don't know how many years I've been coaching. I'm trying to get kids to box out. That's a great example because she's not very tall. But man, and maybe she learned it from her sister, I'm not sure, because she did a good job too. But she cleared out the lane, and she was able to do something where she's this tall and rebounding over girls that tall, and that's what it's all about. So she did a good job. And, can I tell a story? No, I better not, it's a little personal. Can I tell you? Okay, this is true, this really happened. Kinsley, I've been watching Kinsley grow. She's developing her confidence on offense, but she wasn't quite there, but she was getting there. One game, she went crazy. She grabbed a rebound, went length of court, jumped off without his foot, turned around, knocked a shot down, knocking down shots. I'm like, what happened? So we go in there. I'm like, half the game, like, Kinsley, what in the heck? And they're all giggling, like what? Tell him. Her boyfriend was in the crowd. My God. So I said, what's his name? And get him here every game. All right. Anyway, that was awesome. That was a very funny moment. Anyway, hey. Next, probably one of our most improved players this year, and actually over the last few years, she's really gotten better. She's another one who is relentless. If you watch them play, and it's hard to get kids to play defense at a level that's really, really intense for very long because it is hard. It's not easy. And then they actually have offense after you played all that defense. That's not easy. But this girl got better, I felt like, for the last few years and really brought it in and really had several great games for us, offensively in particular, because her defense was always solid. But she got really good on defense, and that's Tatum Dillon. Tatum. If she wasn't such a troublemaker, I'd like her, but you know what I mean. It's just, no, she's a very, very nice kid. All right. Next one, another scrapper. She's been getting better every year, too. And again, I love this kid because she does all this stuff. She'll get on the floor. She'll do all the things that you got to do to win games and run through a brick wall. And her name is Jewel McPike. I picked up Jewel on her very first day of school on a bus. I never thought she'd be as scrappy and hard as a player as she is, and she's tougher than nails. It's great. It took her 5 years to say hello, Mr. Johnson. Oh, but it's all right. Just kidding. All right. I'm missing somebody here. See what I'm doing this. Okay. Sailor Wood, come on up here, Sailor. Sailor really got going for us early. She just really established herself in the post and then ran the floor really hard. And every year when I have a post player, I really, as I got older in coaching, I realized how important it is that they get from rim to rim constantly. Just run, because you can get layups before the defense sets up. She got great at it. I wasn't sure because I know Avery. I know Sailor, but I wasn't sure if she had it in her to do that for 4 quarters. And she did. She started running like, hey, I'm like, even telling her dad, like, hey, she likes to run. He said she didn't, but I still acted. She didn't. She acted like she'd like to run back and forth, scored a bunch of points for us and got things going in the right direction for us. And worked really hard at it, had some extra post help, and I'm looking forward to her, what she has to do as well. But anyway, she was another big part of our program. And I got her. I go, I'm with Avery, but I don't want, she's used to being behind Sailor anyway. You know what I mean? So, all right. Now, last player that I have here is Avery. Come on up, Avery. Avery is another one. Showed her one time, like this. Then she's there. Then she's there every day. She's there every day. And all of a sudden, first of all, I don't know if you know, but I'm pretty sure that Avery could take, I know she can whoop me, but she's stronger than strong. She is really strong. In a couple games late in the year, she really started to score. She got in the post and she rebounded, and it was great stuff for a sixth grader. So I was really happy. And she's so laid back. She's just like this. She could be this, and she scored 40 points. That's what she's going to look like. If she scored 1 point, if she didn't play at all, that's what she's going to look like. So she's very consistent. But anyway, I think she's going to be a good part of the program coming up because she's very, very potential there. So keep up the good work. Anyway, that's it for me and you girls. Thank you very much for a great year and good luck in the future. And I don't know who's next. Ryan Wood. Huh? You don't want your award. Hey.
Good evening. I always like to thank a few people before starting. To me, these people are a lot of the glue that holds our sports, our athletics together, our school together, and they just do so many things behind the scenes, so I hate to not mention their names. Nathan Hathaway, of course, was my assistant this year, and he's very supportive, and he's always there for the girls. Erica Goodwin, who keeps all the book for all the softball, baseball, all the junior high and high school basketball, and she does not make many mistakes, and she'll argue with you about that if somebody wants to argue. Aaron Cunningham, who keeps the clock and the score at every home game. Lori Shuck, who is our AD, of course. She has many hours on the phone, and she tries to keep us coaches happy. She tries to keep the referees happy, which that's almost impossible. Wendy Plunkett, who does the broadcasting. Our kids do a great job with that on the live stream, and she also helps Reed and I with our huddle accounts, which I'm terrible with technology, so that's awesome. She helps me with that. And then, of course, our administration, their ongoing support. And last year we had the water come through, and last summer, and then they redid this brand new nice floor, so we're thankful for that. If I could have the junior high boys, I know there's not very many here, come on down. We had 11 boys this year in junior high basketball. Majority of them were 6th and 7th graders. Let's see, we have 6 here tonight, that's good. We had one lone 8th grader in Anderson Stewart, and Anderson was our leader in the locker room, on the floor. He did a fantastic job of just being there for the kids, for the team, and he's also a great teammate. He's probably one of the hardest worker, if not our hardest worker, and so we appreciate all that Anderson did as an 8th grader this year in leading our team. We were young this year. We do have good potential for the next few years in this group. I think a lot of these boys have grown 3 or 4 inches since December, since the end of the season. So that's a good thing. We had some success this year. We got 3rd in the Madison tournament, and then we got 2nd in our own tournament right here. So we did a lot of good things. We had a lot of fun times. I know Coach Quaid is going to he's very excited to have you guys next year, the guys that are returning. So he's looking forward to that. And with that, I'm going to introduce the guys, okay? Ezra Whipple, he is not here. Hunter Hathaway. Elliot Britt, he's at track. Cutter Spratt, track. Emmett Swisher. Liam Cunningham, track. Caden Teppan Crane. Gage Rager, who's one of our 7th graders. Sawyer Garner is running tonight. Weston Tooley, who is really growing. And Anderson Stewart. And also 8th grader Carter Crook helped us. He was the manager and he does an awesome job. Carter is very organized and keeps us all in line. So we appreciate him doing that. Thank you guys for doing what you did this year. Thank you for your commitment. If I could have the varsity basketball girls come up. Varsity girls had another great season. We had 14 wins this year. We had a lot of close games that we thought kind of got away from us at the end, but we competed almost every game. We had some huge wins over Louisiana in the Monroe City tournament. We beat Palmyra by 25 in the Monroe City tournament. That hadn't happened in 14 years, I don't think. We also beat state-ranked La Plata in the North Shelby tournament. We finished with consolation in both the Monroe City tournament, which we were the only Class 1 school in that tournament, and La Plata tournament. We had 9 athletes who all contributed and made us better every single day. So with that, I'm going to introduce the girls. Freshmen this year were Maddie Cunningham. Abigail Wright. Julia Wood. Sophomores this year, Sophie Martin. Kayla Smith. I don't know if I've ever called her Kayla. I always call her Smitty. Olivia Anderson. As a coach, I always try to put the emphasis on our senior players and their 4-year commitment to the program and just leading the charge for our school. We had 3 senior players and then 1 senior manager, and they've all played their role perfectly as a basketball player and represented our community with class and integrity. And I'll start with Kara Smith. Kara has done an outstanding job as a manager. Kara has a servant heart, and that's going to benefit her greatly in the years to come. Our next senior was Maya Bach. Each year, Maya would come to me, I don't know, September, October, and Coach, I don't think I want to play basketball. And I'm like, Maya, you have to play. We need you to play. And so I'm glad she did, because she had a heck of a year this year. She got so much better throughout the year and became one of our leading scorers down the stretch and hit a lot of big shots for us. She's very scrappy on the defensive end. She played with a little bit of a chip on her shoulder, which I mean that in a good way. And so we're going to miss Maya Bach. Kennedy Hathaway. We moved Kennedy to the point guard position this year, and so it was a big adjustment for her. She's always played the 2 or the 3 guard, and being a point guard is not easy. You have the ball in your hands a lot. You have a lot of expectations. Your teammates have expectations of you. Your coach has expectations of you. But she stepped up and took on that role in a big way for us. She was also our second leading scorer this year, and she finished her career with 951 points. So we're going to miss Kennedy next year. And our last senior is Ayla Pollard. Ayla is almost as stubborn as I am. She had an incredible senior season, though. She scored 595 points in this year alone. She averaged 21 points per game, which includes averaging 26 points per game in the last 11 games of the season. She finished her career with 1,470 points. She can score inside and outside, so she was a matchup nightmare for a lot of our opposing teams. We're going to miss Ayla next year, too. I have 2 awards for Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. And after reading those stats, it's pretty obvious who our Offensive Player of the Year is going to go to, and that is Ayla Pollard. And the Defensive Player of the Year goes to a young lady who she gave up size almost every single game in the middle of our defense, but she always battled. She was very disruptive. She was also our leading rebounder. She led us in steals, and that award goes to Olivia Anderson. Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls.
All right. Like the other coaches, always like to thank the people that make our athletic seasons possible, in particular Jessica and the rest of Booster Club. Their support is endless. Anytime it seems we need anything, we can call her. I want to thank Lori, too. As a former AD, I understand how hectic that job can be, and she does a great job at it. Erica and Aaron, the book and the clock. I'm not hard to handle on the clock because I get a little intense sometimes, but they're always perfect. I don't have to worry about it when we're at home. I want to thank my mom, too, with the live stream. I'm obviously biased, but nobody else has anything close to what we have as far as the live stream goes for games. And the kids that do it, they do a great job as well. My kids enjoy. Yeah. My little kids enjoy listening to the broadcast that the high school kids do, so that's great. And then our admin, we always have great support from Mr. O'Laughlin and Miss O'Brien. And then I want to thank, a special thanks to my assistant, Quaid. Did a phenomenal job. He's going to be the head coach next year. He's a great young man that loves kids. So, I ask you guys to support him as he starts that. He's going to do a great job, and I'm just excited to see him do that. Can all the high school boys come on down here? Why, yeah. Hey, while they're coming down here, I'll do a quick recap of our season. We went 9-14 this year. We were a fun group, a lot of, just fun personalities. Somebody asked me mid-year how it was going, and I said, well, we have good nights and bad nights, but we have a lot of good days just because they're a fun group to be around. When I think of some wins, we had a win in the Monroe City tournament against Mark Twain. We had a really big win against Brashear on the road. We won some close games. We beat a scrappy Buckland group at home. So there were some good nights. We had some close losses. We lost 2 close games to North that I know we wish we would have got, but those were fun games to be a part of for sure. So with that, I'll introduce our players. First with our managers, Josh Kelso and Kara Smith. Most away games, I just show up and get on the bus because Kara had everything taken care of. All right, players, Elliot. Elliot's a lot of fun, and he beat me in one-on-one most every day during practice too, so that was fun. Jaron Nick. Braden Holtz. Dylan Stevens. Braden Anderson. Dylan McFall. Talk quickly about Braden and Dylan. I always try to say a little bit about each senior. I figured out how many we were going to have play, and about a week before the season, I was roaming the halls trying to make sure we had 10 for practice because I'm getting old and don't like to play in practice anymore. And I walked into my mom's personal finance class, and I said, hey, I need a couple ball players, and they both said, we've never played, but we'll play. So they went out and helped us out, and I'm just thankful for their commitment to do that. Moving on to our other seniors, Tyler Shimmy. Gavin Handy. Me and Gavin grew in our relationship together over the years. Yeah, Gavin's a fun kid. Probably the most improvement, though, is his ability to make his times on sprints. It got way, way better. It got better the last 2 years, but this year, like, not gonna lie, I wasn't really expecting Gavin to make time because he never really cared about it before. But this year, I don't know if he missed many times. It was a big deal to him and did a good job. And then in games, Gavin just improved every year, and I thought this year was his best year for sure. He was a pretty consistent scoring threat, force around the basket, and he's gonna go on to do great things. Yeah, Colton Swisher. Colton's really just a reliable kid, showed up every day, never complained, always accepted whatever role was given to him. And then as the year went on this year, he had a knack to hit some big shots. A shot that stands out in particular, we were at home against Buckland, weren't playing very well, and we kind of led the whole game, but it was about to slip away. We were in some foul trouble, and things just weren't going our way, and Colton hit a really big shot with about a minute and a half left to win that game. So Colton had a knack to do that. Nathan Wright. Nate was probably our most consistent leader vocally and just making sure that we were doing the things that we needed to do. He was also extremely consistent with his attitude and his effort and just a reliable guy. He was so reliable that there was a morning we had practice that he was late, and he had never been late ever since I'd known him. And so it was so rare that, like, some other kids that are late, you know, you kind of, okay, they overslept. I got nervous that he was in like a car wreck or something. So I called his dad, and his alarm didn't go off, which was wild because Nate was just that consistent. So he's going to do great things as well. Wyatt Tooley. Wyatt's a really tough kid. He would play through injury. He would guard guys 5, 6, 7 inches taller than him. He's also a great teammate. Probably our hardest working player in game, just played extremely hard. And then wanted to recognize him too. He's going to the Air Force, which is a really, I think, honorable thing for us to recognize as well. And last but not least, Peyton Olson. Peyton's a really fun kid, got a great personality. He's I call him like a head scratcher when I describe him as a player because he'll take some shots that you're just like, why? But sometimes they go in, and those are big shots. He had a knack to make a lot of those shots. In both of our close games against North this year, he hit, I don't know, 3 or 4 shots that when he shot it, I was like hitting Quaid on the leg, like get me a sub. But then they would go in, and we'd stick with him. He was just fearless in that way. And that quality of not being afraid to fail and being willing to take some risk is going to serve him well in life as well. So with that, yeah, I appreciate these guys for going out this season. It was a fun year, and yeah, thank you guys.
Come on down, boys. Princess. Princess number 2. Little bit of an inside joke. I warned the girls at the beginning of the season. I said, now, throughout the course of the season, I'm going to say, come on, boys, you can do this. I said, just know that includes you too. She called me out on it last night in the game, so it's princesses from now on. Before I forget, some thank yous. Broken record, same as everybody else, but Worry for putting up with me. I'm not big on canceling games until we know we can't play. You know, everybody's put in hard work, want to give them a chance, give the umps a chance to make some money. So she wasn't a real big fan of me at first, but we got it all figured out, and we'll be good to go next year. Driving the bus, thankless job, Ori, beating up and down the highway. Every night I get off here, I try to remember to thank her for it. She gets us there and back safely, so I always appreciate that. Margaret, taking care of the stand out here, and she's always offering me up something neat at the end. She takes care of all of us. Bo, I tried to make him do this. He refused. Anybody else I forgot? Erica doing the book. Anderson, wherever he's at, running Game Changer for me. Nate ran Game Changer for me. Abby, manager, she does Game Changer when she can be here. She's not here tonight. So just thank everybody. I'm going to be pretty long because I'm only going to talk about our wins. And by that, I mean the wins that don't count the scoreboard. We covered at the beginning of the season. I mean, none of us are dumb. We know we got people that's never played baseball before, whether it's been because they were playing softball or because they just didn't go out. And I said, you know, we can still have fun if we keep a good attitude. And there's some characters on this team, as has been covered by other coaches. And I'm not always the easiest pill to take. I may be just a little bit old and a little bit set in my ways, but I think we did a pretty good job so far. I've tried to keep it a little bit looser than what maybe I would have in the past, but there's a fine line there, and everybody's done a really good job. And if any of y'all have ever had the opportunity to have a whole season without getting a win on the scoreboard, it's not real easy. But we've had little wins along the way. We saw a couple seventh innings, which has been good. Had a game at Bevere where we were in it, stole home to tie it up, and they ended up scoring one in the seventh. And we still got 2 regular season games left that I'm pretty sure we're going to win. And then we go down to community to play districts. I like to do something just a little bit different. I think everybody up here has been talked about by somebody at some point in time. So I'd like all the parents of any of the players or managers that I just announced, if you'd stand up for a second, please. And I'd like you guys to give them a hand. And the reason for that is somebody's done something right for us to be able to have as good a season as we've had with as crappy of a record as we've had, right? They've done something right. They say you've got to learn to lose in order to learn how to win. We've got the losing covered. I won't bore you with a bunch of stories. I got a few of them, but I won't bore you with them. Say your name if you would. Come up and get your certificates, your pens, and all that good stuff. Quentin? Josh isn't here. Anybody see Elliot? days. No. We make it work.
Yes, sir.
Nathan? Colt? Tyler is not here. Hayden? Gavin? Brady? Gage? Thanks. Quentin, I forgot this, buddy. Princess? Princess 2? Again, just props to them all. The girls, obviously, very much appreciated. Gavin, Tyler, they hadn't played baseball. I think it was Bo was talking to him before our first game and said, "Hey, Tyler, are you excited?" Tyler goes, "Well, I think so. This is my first game." Bo goes, "Well, yeah, it's all of our first game." He goes, "No, this is my first game." Oh, yeah, that changes things just a little bit. Again, all practices that they can make, everything. They've just really showed a lot of character to make the season as good as it's been. So again, appreciate it, guys and gals, and get your picture. While they're getting their picture, one more thing we got, but we're not done with our season. For the last several years, we've done a 300 club. So if your batting average through the season stays at or above 300, you get one of these little puppies. And we've got 3 guys in the running right now. I've got 2 guys over and 1 guy that is just a hair under. So hopefully I have to make 1 more of these because I've got 2 of them made. But season's got 2 more regular season games left yet. So if you hold it there, they'll be receiving these. So thank you.
Okay, cross-country kids, let's start with them. It seems like cross-country season was a long time ago, and it was. It is so much fun to coach cross-country. It excites me just thinking about that it's going to start in August again. It's so exciting. First of all, I would like to recognize our high school girls. Ella. Maddie. And Sophie. But all 3 of them competed at districts. Both Sophie and Ella qualified for state and got to go run it down at the state meet, which is quite an accomplishment. Also, one more thing I would like to recognize those 3 girls for is that all 3 of them made the academic all-state team. That requires a 3.6 unweighted GPA and or a 25 on the ACT. I think it really shows that these are 3 girls that really care about their grades and their sport. So they're all Maddie, Sophie, and Ella. For all those wonderful things. Okay, junior high. Junior high kids are really fun to coach. They're very enthusiastic. Our girls team, I'll do them first. Our girls had a great season. They earned some plaques. We competed with huge schools and ended up placing excellent as teams, and we could compete with any school out there, really. That's how good they were. First one is Zoe Bach. Kimber O'Brien, which she ran track today with us, so she's not back yet. Elizabeth Wright. Hayden Billman. And Keller O'Brien. Our boys have an extremely bright future. There's a lot of 6th graders on the team. They were competing against big 8th grade boys this year. But I'm so excited for their future next season. I think they're gonna do awesome. Elliot. Liam. He's gone to baseball. Hunter. Tobiah. Ezra. Daniel. And Sawyer, who is not here because he was racing hard at a track meet this afternoon. So, awesome work, guys. I can't wait till August. The ones in sweats ran today. Okay, now junior high track. Come on down. There was never a dull moment this season. They were a lot of fun. They kept me on my toes. We had 25 total on the team, so it was a really big team. Had a lot of personal bests this year, a lot of personal bests from 7th and 8th graders and 6th graders, obviously, because this is their first year. So I'm really proud of their hard work and dedication. Okay, first up, Brooklyn. Tatum, Zoe, Lexus, Avery Hudson, Jewel McPike, Keller O'Brien. Keller is not here, but she is our pole vault queen. So if you see her, make sure she's got the school record. She's won, goodness, the last probably 4 meets. So really, really good stuff from her. Kimber O'Brien, Kinsley, Avery Wood, Sailor Wood, Elizabeth Wright, Elliot Britt, Liam has gone to baseball, Daniel, Sawyer was running today. Tobias is gone. Trip. You here? Gage Rager. Malachi. Cutter Spratt, but he's gone to baseball. Anderson Stewart. Anderson went today too to compete. He cleans up nice. Emmett Swisher. Emmett did too. Weston Tooley. And Ezra Whipple. Okay, see if you guys can figure out a picture. Avery Wood, you probably should have been in the back. You probably should have been in the back. Thank you all.
If this year's boys and girls track teams will come down, please. Kayla, will you help me, please? Kayla is my manager this year, and she's going to keep managing for me today. Okay. I bribe all the kids with cookies. Keeps them working for me. Okay, we had 4 boys on the track team this year and 10 girls. We've had a good year. We haven't gotten in many meets. Unlike the junior high, it just hasn't worked out for us. We had 11 meets scheduled, and we got to 7 of them due to rain and rescheduling. But it's been a fun year. I swear, I've said this 10 times, but this is the last sport I'm coaching. And these have been a fun group to go out with. I appreciate each one of them. Probably they think of me more as a mom or an aunt than a coach. It's just my demeanor anymore. Okay. One of our guys this year is Braden Anderson. Braden is going to be running the 100 and the long jump and doing long jump at districts. He's also run the 200 and the 400 this year. And as any other coach can tell you, Braden is a fabulous teammate. Braden Holtz, I don't believe is here tonight. Josh Kelso. Avery Williams. Avery is a super talented young man in track, a great sprinter, and I expect big things from him in the future. Our girls track team, Olivia Anderson. Avery, can you come get this letter? It was supposed to be with yours. And I should have said Avery will be competing in the 100 and the 200 and the 400 at districts, and he has the possibility to come home with 3 medals this Saturday. Olivia is an excellent shot putter and discus thrower. She's also good at high jump. It is not her favorite thing to do. So she will be competing in districts this Saturday, and she has a great chance to move on to sectionals. Our next is Aspen Cheney. Aspen runs the 100 and does triple jump, and she's also done the 4x1. I've appreciated her personality this year and all her hard work. Next is Maddie Cunningham. Gotta love Maddie. She'll smile through anything, and she's a hard worker, a very positive attitude. I've got to spend a lot of time with her this year, and I've really enjoyed it. Ella Doherty. Ella will be, and Maddie both will be running the 800 and the mile at districts this Saturday. I'm hoping for big things. I hope they get to move on to sectionals. Kennedy Hathaway. Kennedy will be competing in the 100-meter hurdles, the triple jump, and the javelin. She has very highly ranked in districts and have great hopes for her. Sophia Martin. Sophia has run the 100, the 200, and the 4x1 this year. I love Sophie's personality. She really adds a lot to our team. Kara Smith. Kara is my right-hand person. It makes me want to cry. I don't know who I'm going to replace her with next year. She's my right-hand person in Key Club, in track, and she's very kind to me when she has to remind me of things and keep me straight and organized. Really going to miss her. Summer Wilson. Summer has run the 100 and the 200 and done long jump and high jump. She's going to be competing in long jump at districts this week. Julia Wood. Julia has run the 100, the 200, and done long jump, and she's also run the 4x1. Abby Wright. Abby has thrown shot and discus this year, and I've really enjoyed having all these kids. Like I said, track is very different. If you've been to track meets, you know what it's like. It's like having so many different things going on. They're very good at supporting each other, and I've really enjoyed coaching them. I'm only going to give one award tonight. This is going to be the Outstanding Track Athlete, and this year it will go to Kennedy Hathaway. Track is hard work. There aren't a lot of people who do track for 6 years straight. It's very easy to do, but I just went on to athletic.net, and this has got her 6 years of her track career, everything that she's ever done, every time. I know she specialized in triple jump and javelin and 100-meter hurdles. This year, Kennedy scored 92 points for us at track meets. She scored in the top 3 in 7 meets and 7 events, so that's averaging being in the top 3. We go to a lot of hard track meets. We go to Monroe 3 times, and we were there with Montgomery County and Hannibal and Palmyra, and she's just done a really, really good job, and I appreciate her dedication. Thank you. Cheerleaders, can you come down, please? I think I just have 2 here tonight. Our cheerleaders tonight were Layla Holtz, Callie Mathis, and Halen Morris. The 2 I have here with me tonight are very talented young ladies. I hope they continue to cheer. They have positive attitudes, a little silly at times, which is what it takes to stand on the sideline for 4 hours. Cheerleading can often be a thankless job. People don't always appreciate what they do. And it's so fun when the crowd is having a good time and we're having a good game and the crowd is cheering with the cheerleaders. It's not so fun when the cheerleaders are the only ones in the gym excited or cheering, but they do it anyway. They put treats in lockers, they decorate for homecoming, they have pep assemblies, and I appreciated these 2 girls especially, Maddie and Caroline. Thank you very much.
And one more time, I'd like to thank all the coaches for all the hard work they do and all the time they put in and all the effort. And most of all, for putting up with me. That's a full-time job in its own right. They make my job a whole lot easier. I have a couple more awards. Every year we give a male and female sportsmanship award, and then we give a male and female athlete of the year award. With the sportsmanship award, we look for 2 individuals who always show Marion County at their best. Even in the tough times when you're winning and when you're losing, they show school spirit They get the other kids up. When others are down, they work hard. And our two recipients this year for Sportsmanship Excellence Award, the female goes to Kara Smith. Oh. Man, making it difficult. And our Male Sportsmanship Excellence Award goes to Nathan Wright. Take a picture. Then our female and male athletes of the year, our female athlete of the year goes to Kennedy Hathaway. Oh, okay, well, that's fine too. And our male athlete of the year is Peyton Olson.
So me and Kristen have been fighting which one of us gets to talk. Neither of us want to. I don't know if you guys seen the Facebook post, but we've already given the Fan of the Year, and that was to Ashanti. If Jeremy and Olivia want to come down. So she was there at the boys' games when she didn't need to be. She was at baseball games when she didn't need to be, and we just really appreciate it. So.
The last thing we started last year is, if all my seniors would please come up here. Congratulations. You made it. You are now Marion County alumni, part of the alumni group. And our gift to you from Booster Club is a Marion County Alumni Cup. Thank you for all your years of making us happy nights, making us sad nights, for representing Marion County the way each of you do. We appreciate you so much.
I'd like to get a picture. Kristen, did you get a picture of all of them? Okay.
Is that everybody? And as they sit down, if you want to support your Marion County athletes, Friday, the baseball team plays Madison. Saturday, track goes to Glasgow for districts. Monday, baseball goes to Missouri Military in Mexico. And Thursday, they go to community to play New Haven for districts. So there's still a chance to get to support your student athletes. Thank you everybody for coming. What? What'd I do? What? Oh, take a cookie. We don't want any left.